Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sen.
And 15 PCA.
Native 454.
Be sure to follow us on Twitter at C15 Podcast. So we're getting some more news about STD Season 2, Star Trek Discovery, or Disco, what the cool kids call it. So there are some panels at some conventions, and they're talking about, there's some clues in the final episode that are going to lead to stuff that's in the second season.
Oh, here we go.
And they talked about how they're going to tie it into the canon, which I think is going to be super hard to do because this super powerful ship that had this crazy spore drive was never spoken of ever.
Never.
During that whole Dominion War, they never thought, hey, maybe we could use this freaking
spore drive.
Yeah, and blow it full of torpedoes and start blowing up Dominion shipyard.
Okay, so they're talking about, this is an article from comicbook.com. Star Trek Discovery showrunner teases season 2 clues and season finale. Ooh, so it's coming from comicbook.com. And speaking during this is the name of the panel they were at. I purposely didn't tell the guys the name of this panel. Speaking during a Star Trek Discovery, the future is definitely female panel at virtual.
Oh my goodness!
No,
it's not just female. It's definitely female. We checked it out, guys. It is 100% female. No males in the future. They all die.
You know what I want to do if I ever went to a panel like that? I would just sit there for a minute before it started, turn around and look at everything, and play the levitating music. Da, 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 da. What the heck is this?
The future is definitely female. They take it up a notch. It's not just female.
Oh my god! I almost fell on my chair. I cannot believe this. What
are
you doing, Star Trek?
I would just.
You're going down Star Wars path now. What are we doing here?
I'll just pull out like a big screen TV somehow and just have Kirk sleeping with all these women from the original show, and be like, "Yeah, this is what it originally was, guys." Okay.
Telling you, the Labor Day music needs to start playing. Just that panel starts. The heck is this?
Oh, no, it's again.
I know.
Here's Captain. And when I read that, the future's definitely female. I just think of Cisco and the pale moonlight. It's just so amazing. And it didn't matter that he was a black guy or a man or a woman, and Janeway was cool.
You can take all the average episodes of every Star Trek episode, and Discovery's even come close to those episodes.
Nope.
That's how bad Discovery's been.
So at this amazing The Future is Definitely Female panel that I can't wait to go see. They were talking to... Who's this guy talking? Blah, blah, blah. I don't want to spoil it, but I think there are clues, Berg said. Viva Trek movie. It takes too many months to figure out how to do this. Their beautiful performances are crafted, then they are post. So I'm not going to tell you everything right now. We leave clues, which the final episode at the end of the first season is where to go. Is where we are going. A lot happens in the final episode. A truce is broken between the Federation and Klingon Truce is brokered, between the Federation and the Klingon Empire. L'Rell and Volk return home to the Empire, to its word. The U.S. Discovery ran into the U.S. Enterprise. A deleted scene later revealed that the Terran Emperor Philippa Georgia, native to the Mirror Universe, was recruited in Section 31. We did a video on that. Check that out.
Yeah.
And all of those plot points could be picked up in the second season. Oh, I would hope so.
Well, yeah,
these aren't little clues. These aren't like obscure clues. We get it. We're not stupid.
One big thing did guarantee that more focus being put on the characters in the show in the sophomore season. Why do you say sophomore season? Let's just say second season.
This isn't High School Musical.
No, shut the hell up. I guess when the future's definitely female, you got to talk that way. I can promise you that the characters that you fall in love with are going to get to know them better, Berg said. We get much deeper into character exploration this year, and we meet some new folks. We love our group, and we're going to learn more about them. Berg comments and echoes are made by the star, blah, blah, blah. And then she goes on, kind of says the same thing. But out of all the characters, I still like Suru. We get a lot of crap for liking Suru, but I thought
he really grew.
In the Mirror Universe, he did screw up on that planet when he went all crazy, but was that really his fault?
No,
he was being affected by But when they were in the Mirror Universe, he did a very good job for a rookie captain having to take over the seat.
I love when I always bring this up when Larka talk to me and want to think him. Well, take your things and shove it, basically. You're an evil person.
I want to know more about Suru, but again, they're saying that stuff in the last episode. It's kind of straightforward. I mean, what can really be hidden?
No, remember, know what they're saying. Because you're a male. You're a dumb white male. That's why.
I don't know any better.
It to you. We have to tell you what you didn't already know.
Yeah, which, like you said, all three of those things they said. Well, I mean, of course you joined 31.
Definitely the future. Yeah, there was no Archer. There was no, Picard, exactly. Riker, Worf. No.
None of these men. They didn't do anything.
Yeah. Nope.
So they're speaking to, this is a different article talking about how it's going to tie in to the series. So Berg and fellow showrunner Aaron Harbitz had previously discussed how the introduction of the USS Enterprise into Star Trek Discovery will be established where the prequel series fits into the continuity. I think one of our biggest things the Enterprise is going to allow us to do is start to develop how Discovery fits into the canon. One of the big things is that been paralyzing for the fans is we've never heard about the Discovery. How does it fit? She's related to Spock, all those things. And what it'll allow us to do is hit it that straight on. We'll see in an exciting opportunity to say this is exactly how Discovery fits into the timeline. This is exactly how we can reconcile the choices we have made, because at this period in time, Discovery and the Enterprise are the crown jewels in the fleet, so they have to be face to face.
Wow.
The crown jewel that we never heard of?
Yeah, exactly.
Unless something happens in this, and it's the Star Trek Discovery shall be stricken from the record, and then no one's allowed to speak of it ever again.
Yeah, I'm going to say this right now to the line. Oh, you'll find out why she's Spock's brother, because she was raised by Sarek. That's why she would be Spock's stepbrother. But how stupid do we think we are?
But not one time
did
Spock ever talk to Kirk and said, "Oh, my sister's serving on the Discovery at this moment." You know, something, anything, nothing, none of that happens. But they kind of make it look like in the season 1 that she kind of doesn't like Spock.
No,
I think Michael Burnham hates her brother.
I do too, he's the most iconic character in all Star
But I don't
Trek.
think Spock would despise her to the point that he never speaks her name.
Yeah.
I think if anything, Spock would be more sympathetic. He's half human.
Exactly. So
he would be more to her.
Unless they do something stupid. I'm in the writer's seat. Make the where there's a scene with Michael Burnham and Spock, and maybe Michael Burnham does something. Spock, whatever you do, don't tell anyone about me. Don't do it because it's going to compromise when I'm going on some secret missions. Make up something to where Spock makes a promise to her never to speak about her. Then that makes sense why he never mentioned
it. But
it.
then how do you get the whole Discovery?
But again, guess what? They can't do that, though, because Michael Burnham's got to be known by everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
She's so great and amazing, and we have to praise her every episode.
And I feel bad when he's like, "Oh, I'm going to show you how it all fits." I'm like, the only thing I'm thinking in my mind is a freaking square peg or square hole and a freaking circle.
And
the team from the first season that did all the subtleties, much as a butcher knife to the canon. You're going to be subtle now? Oh, sure. Yeah, I trust you.
You're going to force that thing in there.
Oh, no matter what. Yep. They're all the best. Spock knew about it the whole time. Oh, okay. And you never heard mention
that chick.
Yeah, exactly.
That chick that grew up in my house.
Yeah.
And then, go back, we covered all the Trek Discovery episodes. And, there's revelations like how Sarek chose Spock over her. Yeah. Because she was so good, she was going to serve on an exploratory vessel with the Vulcans. Are you kidding me? I don't want to be beating a dead horse here, but she's as smart as the Vulcans in the Academy.
She's number one. Yes. She's number one in her class. That's impossible. No human can be number one in the class.
That smart.
Even an augment would have a hard time.
Yeah, even Bashir would be a D student.
Yeah, in that.
And he's freaking augmented to be super crazy smart.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I don't see how they're going to do it. I would actually, we're going to watch every episode just because Trek is in my heart and soul, and I'll watch it no matter what. But I'm not going to lie. I'm going to tell you exactly how we feel. Watch those videos. They're not glowing reviews.
No.
But not one got a 7 out of 10. Not one.
We truly will give you our honest opinion, and I want to see how the hell they're going to tie this in. What crazy spin artist did they hire to get this thing to work out? Something must happen. Some time flux must happen or something that destroys the Discovery and wipes it from history or something. Yeah. There's got to be some wacky thing that happens.
Or maybe it gets taken over by 31, Section 31.
Yeah, and they just wipe the
31
record.
was there in the first episode because they had the black badges.
Yeah.
So that was a clue. See, if they mentioned that, okay, that is a subtle clue. Yeah. Not the fact that, all the little plot points that we just told you.
Yeah, because that's the only I can think of, like why would Discovery not be there? And it's,
Even with this whole thing, there's clues in the final episode. I'm not going back and watching the final episode.
I don't care. You can't get me to watch those episodes again. Nope.
So I just feel like, they talk a big game about how much they love it, but then why are you destroying it if you love it so much?
You don't love it.
Why are you trying to put your own show to be equal to the original?
But again, now it's time. This is if you they're basically saying if you don't like Star Trek now, you never liked it. That's what they're saying. Yep. Which is not true, but that's what they're saying.
Well, it's going to be airing later this year, and we'll be right there with it. As soon as the first episode comes on CBS All Access, we'll have a review that next day or later that night.
Yeah.
But stay tuned. This is going to be quite the bumpy ride. They're going to try to fit this in.
Yeah, there's going to be fitting in as much as trying to shoehorn I don't know what. Ridiculous.
Crimson Sin here. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like, sub, and share. Also, for the most up-to-date information about the podcast, follow us on Twitter at C15 Podcast.